Hey guys, welcome to Consume the Goodness. My name is Kendra. I'm a certified lifestyle and weight management coach, and this channel combines healthy lifestyle with God's Word. It's going to be a kind of late video. It's already 7:30 and I'm just now recording and have to edit and all that good stuff. So it's been a very busy day. And I still wanted to do a video though, so I just wanted to talk about just a few random things that have been popping into my head. So that's all I'm going to do is talk about those few things and really praying that it is encouraging to you guys and that at least one of these random thoughts is something that will be helpful for you right now. So one of the things that I wanted to talk to you guys about and really encourage, this is something that I've thought about plenty of times, and I've said it plenty of times over the years, that the way we start something really does set the tone for how it goes. Like how we start a conversation, you know, if it's maybe a tough conversation or something that isn't like super comfortable to be talking about, the way that we start it really can set the tone for how it goes. So if we all automatically are like, have an attitude or defensive because we just know the other person is going to be a certain way, if we start the conversation in a more pleasant, calm way, like, okay, what I'm saying right now, this is not, my intentions are not to make you mad or bother you, or like, I don't want this to start a fight. I just want it to be like a really open thing where we can just talk about it, because it's really been like heavy on my heart, or it's really been on my mind, and I feel like instead of talking about it with other people or holding it in, the best thing would be to talk about it. So something like that, I'm just using that as an example, but something like that versus, I don't know, holding it in and then like having an argument about it, like all of a sudden you get like snap, or starting it, like I said before, with an attitude or defensive about something, just, you know, a bad attitude starting it. So how we start things, our first thought when we wake up in the morning, like just having a good thought, or praying. As soon as we open our eyes, we can, you know, close them again and start praying, or just leave our eyes open and just be having a conversation with God out loud or in our heads or whatever, starting the day in a really good way, or even just saying today's going to be a really good day, like no matter what, today's going to be good. And that also goes for like the way that we start our meals, what we put on our plate, the attitude we have about what we're going to do. And not even just for the day, not just like, I'm going to eat well, I'm going to fill my body with nutrient dense foods all through the day. I'm going to stay hydrated all day today. Do it before each meal even, like, all right, so this meal, it's going to be good. It's going to be a meal that I can feel good about physically and mentally, where, you know, after I'm done eating and I'm not like beating myself up, feeling all guilty because I ate something I shouldn't have been eating, or I ate something that I know is not good for my health. So the way we start a meal is really important. Our attitude about how something will go, something that we're going to, or a job that we're doing, or a task that we're doing, or whatever. That is just one of the thoughts that the way we start something, that the way we start our day or a conversation or a meal, a workout, a whatever, really can set the tone for how it's going to go. That was one of the random thoughts. I was also thinking a lot about gratitude, but having thoughts of gratitude. I guess all of my thinking today was about thinking and how we think and what we're thinking. And so I was also thinking about gratitude, thoughts of gratitude, and having those more often than we do. And I'm not saying that every single person watching this is not grateful, but I know that we do have, that there are areas where we could be more grateful. And I think having a grateful heart, just staying in a place of gratitude, it really truly does make a difference in how our day goes and how each thing, like every little part of the day, how it goes. And it can also like kind of radiate off of us when we have that. It can help other people. A really good reminder for other people to be in a place of gratitude. And then the thoughts of gratitude started making me think about the stuff that we take for granted. We take so many things for granted. Far too often we don't even realize how good we have it until it, you know, whatever it is gone and we don't have it anymore. So we have, you know, these, and I'm talking about like anything, like complaining about cleaning. Oh, I don't want to clean. I don't want to go grocery shopping. I don't want to whatever, like just not wanting to do these things. I wish I could do nothing. Like I just want absolutely nothing to do. And even in those moments, like we can feel how we feel, of course. I'm not saying that we can't feel how we feel, but I'm just hopefully encouraging you guys, or just to be a good reminder to not take certain things for granted, you know. So when we have our moments of being like, oh, I have to go do this, I have to do this job, I have to, you know, I don't want to go to work, I have to go to work. Well, instead of, you know, thinking like that, or at least following it up, okay, I really maybe don't want to do this, but at least I have a job to go to. At least I have a job where I have some way to make money. That's a good thing. Or I don't want to clean. We have the ability, at least I have the ability to clean. And there are plenty of people out there who aren't able to do certain things. They don't even have the ability to do it. They would love to get up and clean, but they can't because they're stuck in a bed, or they don't have the mental capacity to be able to function well enough to even clean their house or cook a meal, or they were in an accident or something happened and they lost limbs and they're not able to do certain things. These are things that we can say, oh, I don't want to do this, that we just kind of take for granted. We have hands and feet that we can use to do things. We have legs and arms and our minds, in a good place, and our bodies functioning like they should to be able to do some of these things that we don't really want to do, we complain about doing. And so I guess that just really got me thinking about things that we take for granted. And when I talk about this stuff, I don't just mean you, like you guys, you don't, whatever. I'm talking about myself too, but different things that we might take for granted. So I just sat and started thinking, and the list, it just kept growing and growing, like having AC in the car, or having a vehicle that runs at all, blinds on the windows, pillows, blankets, people. I have people. I have a husband. I have a great husband, and I have wonderful children. I am able to homeschool our kids. I have hands and feet to do things with. I can stand. Like, even in our limitations, we can take things for granted. That used to be a place where it was like, oh, I have to lean against the wall just to be able to be up straight and try to look normal. At least I could stand up. Like, okay, I might have had to hold on to things, but at least I had the ability to stand up, where some people can't even do that. There are just so many things. Like, even just stop and take time and think in your life, what things can you be taking for granted, and what can you do about that? How can you improve your thoughts so that the stuff that we take for granted can turn into thoughts of gratitude? And it's possible. It's so possible. Even if it's like, I don't really get to see some of the people that I would love to see. I don't see them very often. And then I'm turning that into, I have a phone that I can call them on and do video calls and send text messages. There's some way of communication. There's some way to communicate with whatever people. That's just an example. But just thinking of stuff in your own lives where stuff may be taken for granted, and how we can change that thought. And then that thought reminded me that, oh my gosh, we have such a beautiful gift from God, the gift of joy. It's a gift that we have to be able to choose joy. Like, we can rejoice in our suffering. Like, we are able to do that. All we have to do is just do it. So that was a really nice thought that I was reminded of. Just all this stuff linking, and then reminding me that we are able to choose joy. We can do that. Even if something happens, and I'm not saying that we'll never have bad moments, or we'll never be in a bad mood, or have feelings or thoughts that aren't the greatest. Like, we're going to do that. We're human. We're going to do it. We feel how we feel. Stuff happens. But we are able to redirect our thoughts. We have the ability to redirect our thoughts and choose joy, to choose gratitude. We're able to do that, and it's just such an awesome thing. It's such a beautiful thing that we're able to do. We just have to choose to do it, and I am praying that you guys all choose to do that, because there are plenty of things that we could not be in the greatest place in our minds with stuff, and so I just think it's awesome that we have the ability to choose joy, and no matter what. And the more we do that, the more it kind of becomes a habit. The more, the more we get used to redirecting our thoughts to better ones, then it starts to become a habit, and then that will become more our natural way of thinking, and it will become like we'll be able to bounce back quicker. So if something happens and maybe initially we're irritated or stressed out or angry or ungrateful or selfish or whatever, after we keep redirecting our thoughts to on the more positive side of things, it will start to become a habit, and then it'll be easier to bounce back. We might, just for an instant, for the first few minutes or whatever, be upset, but we're able to redirect our thoughts more easily because we've been doing it. And I know I've talked about this before in quite a few videos, like the thoughts driving emotions, driving behaviors. It all kind of connects to that, but still, it was in my thoughts today, so that's what I'm sharing with you guys. So I guess my whole video today is just I don't know, it's kind of just like my random thoughts throughout the day. Today was really busy. We were running around all day today. It was a really good day, just really busy. And these are just some of the things that popped in my mind as I was looking out the window, just looking at the sky and just taking in God's beauty, and then just, I don't know, I always do that when we're in the car. I'm like praying for the houses, like, just praying for whatever. God knows what these people are going through, the people who are driving by, the people in the houses that we're driving past. And so I just spend a lot of time in prayer, and then these things that I'm just talking about pop into my head. So I am just encouraging you guys to choose joy. When you wake up in the morning, to choose joy and something good, because the way that we choose to think at the start of our day, all throughout everything we're doing today, as we're laying in bed to go to sleep at night, it really does have an impact on our lives. And these thoughts have a good impact on our lives and for the people around us, because like I said, it really does kind of like radiate off of us. You know, if somebody else is in a really bad mood and they're like complaining a lot and they have a lot of just stuff, of course it's great to be there, just be there and listen. But if something happens, like actually something happened today. My allergies are like terrible, so I was doing some office work, and I asked one of our kids to go get me some toilet paper because I needed to blow my nose. And when he came back down, he was like, "I'm sorry, I only brought 3 squares." And I was like, "It's fine, it's better than nothing." And his eyebrows lifted up, and it was like, "Oh." And then those types of things, and that's pretty much how their attitude, all the kids, their attitude was the whole day. I'm not saying that like, "Oh, I'm so great, they have a good attitude all because of me," but I'm saying that it rubs off. My husband and I are both like that. Like, okay, this could be kind of crappy, or that kind of sucks, or whatever, you know, might be going on. But at least it's not this, or it could be worse, or it's better than nothing, you know. And then our kids see that, and then they start to do that, and it's awesome. I talked much longer than I thought I was going to. It's been longer than I thought I was going to be. I apologize. So I hope that you guys were encouraged somehow in all the stuff that I had to say today. And I still want to know how you guys are doing with the Hit Hard and Heavy challenge for May. We're like 2 weeks in now. But still, if you haven't started, it's not too late to start. I'll have a picture at the end of the video showing like the details, but it's just 3 workouts a week, a high intensity interval training workout, a steady state workout, like I would say minimum 20 minutes, like at least 20 minutes, and then a strength training workout. So 3 workouts a week, 1 of each, hit hard and heavy. That is what the challenge is for this month. If you haven't started, or if you haven't heard about it till just now, you can just start now. It's fine. It's better to start now than not do anything at all, right? That's it for today. I love the rain. It's beautiful. That's why I decided to sit out here and talk to you guys in the rain. It's so pretty. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed, if you would like to do that, and like if you liked the video. And more than anything, as always, just share these videos all over the place, not for me or my recognition, nothing that has to do with me, everything just for God's glory. That's why I do these videos, and to help encourage you guys, to hopefully encourage you guys and encourage whoever you send these videos to. So thank you so much. I love you guys. God bless. And I hope to have you back for the next one.